Hello, everyone. Happy Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are on this amazing planet. Oh, goodness, Mr. Toad Wild's ride continues. First and foremost, I want to welcome, we've got the love train keeps growing, guys. We have new subscribers from New Zealand. Welcome from India. Welcome to you. Also, New York City. Welcome to our new subscribers there. Seattle, Washington, and San Diego, California. Welcome to all of you. If you are new here today, please drop it in the comments so we can give you a proper love train welcome. Boy, we are this March energy, these March energy transformations are quite powerful. Oh my goodness. Let's see who's in here today so far. Leanna, hello. Donna, hello. Erin, Maury, hello. Vibing in the sun, girl. Oh yeah. I hear you on that one. That's going to be me tomorrow for sure. So I wanted to get in here and do an update because, yep, that happened overnight. How many, for some of you, this means it woke you up in the middle of the night. For others, maybe not. Remember, each person's journey is different and how this energy affects you. For some, this gets you, charged up. For others, you feel depleted. You can't mess this up. It doesn't matter what you felt or what sensations your body's feeling, right? It's all perfect for you. Now, what this is also doing, you see there's a lot of red here, and this is a full body push here. We're still purging. See this? This was last night, yesterday during the day, purge, 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 because we cannot take dense energy through to the fifth dimension. And my guide showed it to me, it's like you can't squeeze an elephant through the eye of a needle, but you can squeeze energy through there, right? The energy we're talking about is love. It's high vibrating, right? And so all that elephant energy is the stuff that's being completed and falling away. And I want to give a shout out to everyone who, man, you guys came and played hard on Saturday. Gosh, we went for, I think, almost 4 hours. The group Ascension class, you guys know how I roll, you guys. I follow the energy, and we were really, really learning and getting the skill set around choosing. And this is this message, and many of you, even some of you, your guides, the only message you're getting from your guides is choose. And by the way, that is the one that everybody, what are you choosing to create? You're creating all the time, all the time. And our ability to manifest right now is crazy, crazy fast, which means if you're not, right, if you're not observing your thoughts, you're still choosing, you're on a default. So you're choosing from fear. And so the big message from spirit right now is don't make decisions when you're in fear. Get yourself back to neutral. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of the I choose statements that came forward that I gave to the group on Saturday. Now they went deeper into it because it was very personal. What do you choose to create? This is your journey. This is your creation. But these are a couple that will help you. It meets you no matter where you're at right now. One is I choose myself. I choose to put myself first. For some of you, I love you dearly, but you still suck at that part. It's remember the person that you think needs you is also a powerful creator. And when you guide them and inspire them by saying, I choose me, and it's good, it's okay for you to choose you. I choose myself. Very important. I put myself first because you can't give them something that you don't give to yourself first. And love is radiated out. Joy is radiated out, right? So please, I choose myself. And then the next one that everybody can use is I choose to know my power, because that's where we're all at in this journey, right? How much power do I really have here, right? And it is not power over other people. It's the power to create from pure love and light. And you're here for expansion and evolution and ascension. And you chose to be here at this time. It's literally the best time to ever be in a body is right now, because we're healing all of those old dense energies. Now, I've noticed an uptick in people transitioning. And my guides gave me a piece about that. There are going to be many transitioning Now, these are souls that chose that as they're transitioning, they're taking the dense energy out. So they chose that role and they're going to support from the higher realms. So just know that if you see an uptick in people transitioning, and this isn't a big, like, me, I don't do fear, but there is an uptick. And so it's just know that they're on a mission too. They're on a mission too, and their soul chose to go and help release these dense energies. They're taking them with them to be transmuted. Okay. So our job becomes even more important, right? Anchor this in, anchor this light in. This is, it can give you, again, by the way, there's timeline jumps in here too. So with the timeline jump, that can make you feel like, what day is it that, where did I go? Did I miss something? Or feel like somebody's tearing days off the calendar when you're not looking. And then you're like, wait a minute, wasn't it just Monday 5 minutes ago? Yeah, that's normal. That's when we're jumping timelines. Things like weird food cravings, like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I want a bunch of this. And oh, yeah, now today that sounds disgusting. That's because as you're jumping timelines, right? Your who man body is going, what? Which timeline am I in? And it just kind of momentarily will settle into one. And that's what feels good. So practice what feels good. What do I want to do? Not what should and have to is the third dimension. You will keep feeling struggle and suffer, right? Don't judge yourself if you're doing that. But then I'm okay. I'm okay. Get that grounding in. This for me, like I love this. When this kind of light energy comes in, it grounds me like nobody's business. And that is when clarity comes in and pieces fall into place. And so you will begin to notice when you see these big shifts. How did my body feel? How am I feeling? And do I have clarity in my head or do I feel spaced out? None of it's wrong. But then you'll start to see the pattern. So when you feel a certain way, you're going to go, okay, I don't even need to see the chart now. I feel this. I know how I feel when this comes in. The purging shall continue. It must continue because, right? We go naked into the fifth dimension. Nothing's coming with you, not even the body you think you're in right now. That is also upgrading. Your body is upgrading and transforming itself. So there's like a lot going on, a lot going on. Another thing that came in, I wrote, I only write stuff down when they give it to me, and it's very specific and so powerful. You are giving all of your power to whatever you choose. You're giving all of your power to whatever you choose. So if you choose to observe your history files in the rearview mirror, yes, you're giving your power to that. If you choose to create and keep it easy, I choose to create ease in my life. I choose one of mine is I choose to create laughter. And today I was feeling I was on a walk and out of nowhere, I was craving this sashimi with truffle paste that my favorite sushi place does here. And I was like, oh, that's dinner. That's dinner. That's where I'm going. And I kid you not, when I called make the reservation, the guy heard my voice and started laughing. And because I go there now, we laugh every time. It's like the laughter sushi bar for me. And so I already know that I choose to create laughter. It's going to be waiting for me when I arrive. And so this is, I know it sounds batshit cuckoo to the melon, right? To the noodle, but you do create your reality. You really do. And, when you set an intention now, the power is there to deliver it to you. So make notice. Don't get in the victim story. That's my old story. Now, here's one thing you can pay attention. This, by the way, all right, some people might be acting up, shall we say. They might be acting up. Why are they behaving that way? What's going on? They're purging. They may not understand they're purging. You do. You're here. You're on your mission. You know you're here to shine your light. So what do we do? What do you need? What would make you feel better? Is there anything I can do to make you feel better? But don't engage and don't entangle. You can't say, Oh gosh, I know what's going on because I watched the Schumann lady and she tells me that I can't entangle with you, right? Resist that urge to teach them something because they can only receive the information based on their current level of consciousness. But you can love them as the beautiful light being they are, know they're on their journey, and just say, is there anything I can do? What would make you feel better right now? Right. And always stay in your power though. And if you can't stay in your power in front of the whatever's going on, then I've got this. Take those deep breaths and relax and come into your power again. And so it's all about alignment, energy alignment. And this supports your alignment like crazy, like crazy. It makes it super easy when you set that intention. And then just again, notice when you're in the old story. I'm going to show you guys the chakra one in a second, but I wanted to address, I think her name was Melissa, left a comment. She asked about, if I took a vaccine, does that prevent my ascension? So here's the thing. Any vaccine, we don't have to label them, right? Any and all medications can be transmuted. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. You are a magnificent transmuting machine. I transmute all of this in my body. I choose to transmute all dense energies that are in my body. So if you took it in fear, forgive yourself. You didn't know. I forgive myself for my mistaken perception. And now, any perceived dense energy in my body, I'm going to transmute it back to love. Now, me with health. This is important to me because I align myself with perfect health and I want everybody in this community to do the same thing. We're all in different parts of our journey, though. What I am going to do is I've asked my guides to bring forward for me an activation to help anybody in here who's taking medication, whether it's small, big, or something that's perceivably powerful, or that they've taken it and said, I didn't need to put that shit in my body. That's okay. Forgive yourself. If you did it in fear, it's just mistaken perception. That's all it is. So when you stop beating yourself up, you're letting go of the resistance. And so I will be putting that together, an activation for the community that's going to help anybody who's taken any kind of, even if you took, it doesn't matter how long ago you did, right? Because everything only happens now. I know, noodle soup, right? Because everything happens now. If it's in your field and you felt like you wronged your body, tell your body you love it. And I'll be putting this together. Now they've already told me, here's the cool thing. They're giving me the activation and we're going to transmute any type of chemicals, anything that you felt that you unconsciously put in your body that you want that to transmute to love. That it's going to come forward first in focus group because we're going to use the container of focus group to magnify it. So it is coming. I have a feeling that because they wouldn't have told me that, it's probably going to be there on Thursday. That will not be the only activation, right? This is one that I requested for the community. And so I choose to transmute anybody who's got nasty, well, perceived nasty chemicals, right? Because if we call it that, that's how the body's receiving it. So we're transmuting anything that was perceived that is not love. We're going to transmute it back to love. We're going to magnify it in the focus group, and then I'll bring it back here. So it will be a post for the entire community and anybody, bless their heart, who follows the energy here and is looking for that type of relief, because it's coming up now more and more. I think a lot of people are starting to look at their wellness, right? And saying, okay, maybe, I don't need all this stuff, because your wellness is assured, but you can only make choices for your body based on your current belief system. So don't, right? You don't have to eat the elephant in one big bite, right? Take it in little pieces. What will make me feel good right now? And I'm doing this with my higher self. Anything, I'm doing this with my higher self. Okay. So I wanted to share that. Someone said sounds going in and out. Well, hopefully, this will be up here. So hopefully the recording, it'll be on my end. It seems solid. Hey, welcome to the light. This can disrupt technology, but it's all good and purposeful. Let's see. What else? Taiwan. Oh, I'm sending you love in Taiwan as well. Thank you for being here. Thanks for shining your light here. Okay, another quick announcement. Sedona, Arizona, Sedona, Arizona. Those the live retreat, I think you know this, but I'm going to repeat this, is sold out. We got a full house. We got a full house, and oh my goodness, is it going to be an adventure? Transformational is an understatement. The energies at the Sedona is a vortex center. We're just going to blow up that place with the love train like nobody's business. There is also, you know, I love me, a virtual component, and so there is space still to register for the virtual component, and I'm not. That will be remain open until I'm guided to close it. So the virtual, those that are going to attend with us virtually, you'll be with us in via Zoom on Saturday, June the 7th. And it's going to go from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There is a lunch hour in there, but you'll participate. We will all be participating in the same activities. And there's going to be, you know, I love me a little surprise. There's always a surprise element to that. Those who live locally, I think I've told you this, but please reach out to me because you can, and I know a couple of you have, you've already signed up for the virtual. You're signing up for the virtual, but your asses are coming over to the house with us. So we're going to get to see you guys. I'm not going to have you be that close and then sit in your living room. You're going to come over and join us all. So those of you who live locally, you'll have the benefit of being with us live for that day. Okay, what else? Let's look at this, the chakra chart so we can see what else could be going on. And remember, observe everything. Don't judge and don't get mad at yourself. Nobody can mess this up. We're at a massive transformational point here where the two realities have split. They have split. Do not freak out if you're still having third dimension experiences, right? Because you're healing it all. It's being completed. So your consciousness is up here. Now your human might be still having some experiences over here, but the second you go, you're recreating it. So just go, okay, this, right? When that light comes in, what does it do? It pulls it's the light's coming in because we're calling it in. You guys are the Schumann. Calling in my light. I'm ready for the next level. Your consciousness is jumping up. Okay, we jumped up. We're ready for the next level. Bring us some light. The light comes in. Let's get rid of some dirt. So what happens is consciousness runs forward and it pulls the dense stuff up. It's agitating it, right? My guide showed it like an Alka-Seltzer tablet. When the light comes in, it goes to the bottom of the glass. That's the tablet hitting. And it's like, okay, it's going to fizz it all up. So don't freak out. I thought I healed that. I've been on my journey for 30 years and this nasty memory came up. No, a piece of it that was too terrified before is coming forward now. Observe it and say, oh, now I know what's going on. Now I know what's going on. I'm observing you. I'm not going in the rabbit hole because you're coming out of the rabbit hole, but you just wanted to kiss me on the lips on the way out. So off you go with love. Because remember, any resistance or frustration, you're back in tension again. You're not conscious again. You've gone out of the fifth dimension now, and it's temporary, but you've gone unconscious because now you're back in that. And so again, awareness. What am I thinking? Am I observing my thoughts? When you're out of sorts, go to the breath. Go outside and ground. The ability to ground now is ridiculously powerful. You can ground from inside too. If you're resting, you can ground. You just set an intention. Take the breath in. Send your energy to the center of Gaia's heart. And boom, she's already waiting for it. She's already waiting for it. Okay. And so go to the breath. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. This is an old fear. And then if you have a decision to make, don't make it until you're out of fear. Just go, okay, wait, I got to chill out. I just got to chill out because this is caca and I don't want to create more caca. So I got to just stop focusing on that. What would make me feel good right now? Right? I just need to calm down. Nothing happens to you. It all happens for you. So I know this is happening for me, even though I can't see it right now. So I'm going to assume everything's right? This is happening in my best and highest good. And then you can just ask your guides, help me see this. Right now, I can't see this. How is this helping me? How is this helping me? And then just give yourself, again, we need patience in this process. We definitely do, because you're clearing stuff. There's collective consciousness stuff on the weekend. One of the things that really got cleared was abuse of power. And it was so funny. I'll share this one story with you. So the abuse of power goes on for thousands and thousands of incarnations, thousands. And so what's happened though is in some of you, you are holding that energy, and it's fear of your own power or fear of somebody else having power over you. And then now you're told, no, you're a powerful creator. And it's like, whoop, whoop, like you're spinning. Well, the analogy that came in with abuse of power is the part. So, right, these are all parts that are in the quantum field. Let's say each dense energy represents a part that is ready to go to the light, that's ready to be healed, but it wants an understanding. And so the one that was dealing with abuse of power, they likened it to that, like, I've been wearing this dirty diaper. I'm wearing this dirty diaper, uh, and I'm ready to take it off. Like, I know it's a dirty diaper and I've had it on. And I have to tell you, when I heard that, I was laughing and I was like, I'm pretty sure that my soul was the one that offered up the dirty diaper analogy. Because you know me, I love a poo analogy. If it feels like poo, it's not your truth. If it feels like poo, it ain't true. And so feels like you're wearing a dirty diaper, take it off. So I had to share that. It was too funny. I was like, oh, that sounds like something that my soul would bring forward as a metaphor. So just know that on a very high level, these these energies are all being healed for you on a level of consciousness. Your human doesn't need to do anything, but how you make the journey easier and more tolerable, and so that you can you move forward with more ease and actually can get into alignment and enjoy this process, is when you recognize, okay, wait, I'm in resistance on that. So I'm not going to use my free will to stay in resistance. Instead, I'm going to use my free will. How can I get in alignment? How can I feel better? I know I'm okay. I know I've got this. I know I've got this, because we are way on the other side of the big nasty stuff. We really are. For sure. And March is massive transformation. The two timelines split, 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 which means that as you anchor deeper into these fifth dimension energies, the dense energy cannot permeate anymore. It cannot permeate anymore. And so think of it that if somebody has a dense energy, as you anchor yourself in the fifth, it bounces off of you. It won't even come near you because the frequencies are too far apart. And somebody that's having that dense of an experience won't be, it just won't feel good. It won't feel good for them to be near you. It's like almost like, oh, that stinker's light is too bright for my eyes. I'm not ready for that right now. And it's okay. And if it's one of your loved ones, it matters not. They are pure love and light too. And they awaken in their own divine timing. Don't entangle. If you're still judging or criticizing people around you, why didn't they wake up yet? Can't they see how awake I am? That has nothing to do with it. Zero. Their soul's got a plan. And it's none of your business. Other people's energy is none of your business. Other people's journey, yeah, I don't care how close they're, is none of your business. Your business is, what am I doing? Am I paying attention to my own SHIT, right? What am I feeling? What do I feel like I want to do? Are you still in the have to, should, or, oh my gosh, I'm going to repeat my trauma story. I'm going to repeat my trauma story because then I'm going to recreate it. How come it's not going away? Because I'm trauma bonding, right? And so instead, let's shift. Number one, I choose myself. First thing, choose yourself. Biggest way you can choose self-love. I choose to put myself first. And then I choose to know my power. Start just with that. Add this onto your morning ritual, right? I know who I am. I know who I am. And then what are you choosing? Now you're in alignment and you're choosing. So the particles of creation go, whoa, finally, they know what they want. Let's give them that. And then just your only job is observe your thoughts and notice if the fear now something, let's say you're going about your day. Okay, Patty, I started out great. Now what? Now 2 hours later, somebody triggered me. Well, what are we going to do? Pump the brakes and slow down and go, wait, this happened for me. This is an unhealed emotion that I got in my field that's coming out. I'm going to let this go to the light. Thank you, person who triggered me. You just allowed me to release something that no longer serves me. And that's how it works. Manage your energy. Manage your energy and then be grateful. Now, mind you, if they ticked you off, of course, right? Just, hey, be the light. Be the light. This happened for me. I don't see how, but I do know that I feel right. If I feels like poo, it ain't true. This is not my truth. And that's why I'm being triggered. So I've just been invited to release this. I release all dense energies that are not my own. And then fill yourself with love and light again and go about your day and see, how do I feel? How do I feel? What is that making me feel? It's all feeling logic zero. We don't think first. We feel and then we course correct. We feel and then we course correct. Okay. I love it. Lolly wrote, is it Lulu or Lolly? One of those. Lulu Lolly. I like that. It's all a happy name. I choose to create ease. Yeah. If you got nothing else, just do that. Oh my, and then don't question it. Know what happens though? Let me tell you. And I used to do this, totally used to do this. I would ask to create ease, and then something would happen easily, and then the noodle would go, oh, that was too easy. Something's wrong. So don't make noodle soup after you create ease for yourself. Say, oh, I did that. I did that. I deserve this ease. I created that. Start noticing. I asked for ease. I created that, right? Noodle soup, no more, right? So when you ask for it and focus on it, I choose to. Ease is a great one, by the way. Peace is a great one. How can I create peace right now? Any one of you can create peace right now. Any of you. You can go take 3 deep breaths and close your eyes in a quiet space, and there you are. You're in alignment. I choose to create peace. And that must be reflected back to you. And so that can neutralize anything going on around you. That is your power, right? Let's see. What else we got going on here? Kendra woke up spicy. Awesome. Right on, girl. Me too. But I think I wake up spicy most days. It could be all the habanero intake that I do. Let's see. Okay, Kristen, change the wording. Sensations. Sensations, because your body has belief system around the word sinus. So you can just say, okay, feeling some pressure here, right? And then when we take away the label, you allow your body's intelligence to take over, because the body's intelligence isn't going to attach to any old belief system. It's going to know, it knows how to get to wellness. So you can start practicing switching the verbiage. Okay, this, I'm recognizing that I've got some discomfort. When we label it, you're telling the body's intelligence, don't do what you know how to do because I'm using logic here. And then what happens? You're choosing unconsciously to create it again, if that makes sense, right? Let's see. What else? Okay, yeah, I know the sounds and now the recording will be here. You know, this can happen in these energies. Let's see. Oh, I love that one. I choose. Well, here's the thing. We don't have to create harmony. It's actually our natural state of being. So I choose to create with my harmony, or I choose to align with my harmony. Harmony is a natural state of being. Peace, ease, love, joy. Yeah, we got you covered. Natural state of being. I choose to align with. I choose to align with. Because now you're saying, okay, saying to your guys, okay, if I'm not in alignment with harmony, give me a little nudgy, give me a sign. Okay, makes sense? Um, let's see. Someone said, I feel so irritated. I take it out on others accident. Well, first of all, forgive yourself. You're purging unresolved emotions. So what are the things? So Judy, look at what things are irritating you. It's always, there's a message in it. There's a message in the things that are irritating you. And you can align yourself and look at those things and see if you can discover it. When you stop and observe it, right? When you stop and observe it, you have the ability, you may have a memory come forward that will give you a clue. She writes, I just don't understand how people aren't feeling what I feel or have a clue who they are because they're still unconscious. Right? The only truth you're concerned about is yours. Judy, you're not here to save a broken world. Um, we must move forward. If you're here watching this, it's because you are at the tip of the spear, but we don't get more of what we want, we get more of what we are. So we want a fully awakened planet. I want a fully awakened planet. I want joy. I want peace. I want love. The only way I can create it is to be it. If I say, oh my gosh, all those people are annoying the heck out of me, they're not awake. Guess what? I was not awake 6, 7 years ago. So I couldn't get here without accepting when you are able, and I shouldn't say you, because this is not personal to you, when anybody is able to see all as a light being of pure love and light on a journey in different parts of their journey and accept them that way and say, my responsibility is to love myself and raise my own consciousness. My only responsibility is loving myself. That must be reflected back to you. We can't judge those who are not awake yet. It's like screaming at a baby for no reason. They're still sleepy time tea. And what's happening though, all this light that comes in, see this? This is massive light. What happens, Judy, is little by little, they start to question, wait, why am I really here? They start seeing things falling apart. And then they're also seeing signs of hope. For every shit show that's there's also a beautiful story. There's miracles emerging. We've had miracles in this very community emerging. We want more of that. We must focus on that, right? Whatever you give your attention to is what you're creating. And so if you look and see conditions that you don't like, how do we shift it? We have to be it. And for a long time, I didn't know what the heck that meant. And now I absolutely fully understand that. It doesn't mean you're not being compassionate and loving. The most loving thing we can do for any situation that makes us sad is to be the opposite of it. Because your energy radiates out from you, it's contagious and it expands and it expands and it expands. And anybody here who attends focus group, you feel it in there. It is palpable already. You can feel when you're healing. You feel when we're radiating it out. And so it's a practice. Give yourself, everybody's ascending, whether the spiritual awakening aspect is when their human realizes they're ascending. And that's when they'll get curious. And what do I do? And hey, come to the love train because we're all different levels here and we will guide you. See? But when they're still not awakened, their soul is still ascending, right? Their human is still ascending. The peace is that when they're spiritually, they start to reconnect with their spiritual realm, is when they get curious about, wait, why am I really here? I feel like I got a bigger calling than to just sit here and suffer and struggle and be miserable. And that is the truth. And so each individual must seek their own truth in their own divine timing. And their soul decided when that was going to be, not the who man. And so, really, really, that's that. The mission is so important. We got bigger fish to fry and it's like you have to have blinders on and be to love. That does not mean you turn your back on someone that needs help, but you do it with love, not out of fear. We used to help out of fear or, oh, pity party, no good. Pity party, recreating more pity. So how can I help you? Wait, how can I help this person out of love, not out of pity? Right? Okay, help me come up with a loving solution for this. We don't stop helping one another. We don't. I help strangers every day, not because I'm looking for some kind of a thing. See someone that's lost. Hey, do you need directions? Right. And my gosh, 5 years ago, if you talk to anybody in the store, they're like, oh, why is she talking to me? Right. No, like we forgot how to be human with each other and how to just out of just for being kind. How can I help you? That's it. Right. How can I help you feel better? That's it. We don't have to make it complicated, but notice if something's agitating you, there's a message in there. The fear has a message. What message are you bringing to me? Right. And we're not here to redo the third dimension. We are here to create the fifth. It's already here. It's already been created. Actually, we're just aligning with it. So it's already here. We're just aligning with it. Everything that's in your heart is stuff that you chose to play, create, and have fun with in this realm. I know. It's a lot. No one said this was a short story, guys. I know. I'm going to be here. I'm not going to miss my sushi reservation. All right, let's see what else we've got. Boom. Yeah. Okay, Kathy. Yeah. So what you're describing there is all Ascension symptoms. Body, you're doing a great job, right? And do what you can to everything you described there is all, and March has been intense for sure. Breathe, just keep telling your body it's doing a good job. And this stuff's all temporary. All Ascension stuff's temporary. Okay, let's see. Aaron, why does healing seem so selfish? Well, that's a belief system from something that you were exposed to. It's as you heal for humanity. So if that's not motivation, as you heal, your healing is contagious. You heal for humanity. But very important, you must do it because if you don't put yourself first, you're not exercising self-love. You're saying, oh, I'm going to heal myself because I'm going to heal humanity. You just took yourself off the list, and that's not alignment. I love myself enough in this now moment to completely focus on loving myself even more and even more every single day, because that is facilitating my absolute wellness and healing. And the side bonus is that you are healing for humanity. Oh, and they gave us some balloons. There you go. Okay. But great. Thank you for bringing that forward. Anytime you can't put yourself first, that's an old guilt program running there. So see who you need to forgive. Who do I need to forgive that made me feel shitty for thinking about myself? Who do I need to forgive? And all you have to forgive is their unconscious behavior, because they only did based on what they were taught, right? You can completely transmute all of it. Okay, yeah, time. Okay. Time is something I'm trying to navigate. No, okay. So time is not linear in the fifth dimension. So you don't trade services. It's all energy exchange, but the amount that you attract, Aaron, is congruent to the amount of love you give to yourself. So the more you love yourself and tell yourself you're worthy, as you increase your own personal belief in your divine worthiness, you attract the amount of energy. And remember, abundance is not just in money. It's people, places, things, opportunities, resources, all of the above. So there is a worthiness activation that I put in here just last week. Go play with that, the worthiness activation. And then, but if there's a selfish thing, you want to heal that first, right? Where's the guilt coming from that it's not okay for me to put myself first, right? So that's what I would guide you as a first step. Let's see. Yeah, Stacy, I know it can be tiring. It can be, but remember, it's happening for you because anything not serving you does fall away. And they don't call it falling, it's falling away but you stand in your power and play with I choose to create. Okay. Play with I choose to create. What do I choose to create? Right? I choose to know my power. Start with that, Stacy. And what things are in your heart that you want to experience. Don't worry about how and when. Don't worry about how and when. Gosh, I choose ease. I choose peace, right? I choose a beach vacation. Say it and choose it, and then say, I deserve it because I deserve it because my worthiness is infinite, infinite. And that's how you shift that energy. When you shift the energy and you shift your alignment is when you start to see the change come in your physical. It must come in the physical, right? Because you're in a whole different timeline. Let's see. Um, I don't, someone asked about the flash. I don't talk about solar flash because we are the ones that will generate whatever is going to happen. And it's all divinely timed, and it has to do with the level at which, the rate at which the collective is awakening, if that makes sense. So as the collective awakens, there it gains a momentum, and that's going to draw more light in. So no one truly knows. It's going to be a response to energy being called in. But it's not, and it's a beautiful thing. It's literally, who wants to be flooded with love in a moment? Okay, we'll take that. Okay, all right. Woo, I went a little longer than I planned on it, but you know how I roll. When stuff comes in, it feels like this is stuff that you guys were ready to hear. And if it cut out, just come back and listen to the recording. It didn't on my end, but also that's another thing with all this. These frequencies are getting higher and higher, and it is messing with technology. So just have patience with your technology. Don't get mad at it because we still love it. I couldn't be here talking to all you love bugs without it. So we just, right? We're grateful for it. And there's always a way to get the information. Anybody that needs extra help, please email me. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. And we've got this. We've got this. We have gotten past the biggest hump of this. We really have. And now it's these are these little pieces fine tuning and just really, really, you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy. You deserve this. Every single thing you do throughout the day, I want you to say, this feels good and I deserve it. Start using that language because gosh, so many of us were told the opposite. What a lie. Right? What a lie. Oh my gosh. Isn't it nice to know it's actually a lie and that, oh, I deserve it all. You deserve it all. And now we're going through this process together to learn to really recognize that and step into it. And as we do that, we are also choosing for humanity. So it's all love. All right. I love you guys so much. Great questions today. Thanks for coming in here and playing. And again, a big thank you to everybody who really got vulnerable and deep on Saturday. I love you guys. And I love seeing your comments. Let's hang in there. And you know me, I'll follow the energy and you will see me when the